Levi was born into a world of promises and struggles, the third son of Jacob and Leah. His name, meaning joined or attached, reflected Leah's hope that his birth would draw Jacob's affection closer to her. "Now at last my husband will become attached to me," Leah declared, yearning for the love she so often felt denied. Genesis 29 verse 34. Yet Levi's story would become far more than a reflection of his mother's longing. His legacy would intertwine with the history of a nation and the unfolding of God's covenant with his people. Levi grew up alongside his 11 brothers and one sister, Dinah, in a household marked by tension and rivalry. Jacob's favoritism toward Rachel and her children, Joseph and Benjamin, created deep divisions among the siblings. But Levi's most defining moment came not from these family disputes but from an event that shook the household to its core. When Dinah, Levi's sister, was violated by Shechem, the son of Hamor the Hivite, Levi and his brother Simeon were enraged. To them, the act was not only a personal affront, but also a disgrace to their family and an insult to their God. Shechem, smitten with Dinah, sought to marry her, and his father Hamor approached Jacob with the proposal. Jacob hesitated, but Levi and Simeon had no intention of letting the matter rest. Feigning agreement, Levi and Simeon told Hamor and Shechem that they would consent to the marriage only if all the men of Shechem city were circumcised, aligning themselves with the covenant sign of Jacob's God. Hamor and Shechem, eager to secure the union, agreed and persuaded their people to comply. But on the third day, when the men of the city were weakened from the procedure, Levi and Simeon took up their swords. In a calculated and ruthless act of vengeance, they slaughtered all the men of Shechem, including Hamor and Shechem himself, and rescued Dinah. Their actions, though driven by a sense of justice and honor, brought condemnation from Jacob. "You have brought trouble on me by making me obnoxious to the Canaanites and Perizzites," Jacob rebuked them, fearing retribution from the surrounding peoples. Genesis 34 verse 30. Levi's fiery zeal, while effective in avenging his sister, revealed a capacity for violence that would later shape his descendants' role in Israel's history. Levi's legacy did not end with his life. On Jacob's deathbed, he spoke prophetically over his sons, addressing Levi and Simeon together. "Cursed be their anger, so fierce, and their fury, so cruel. I will scatter them in Jacob and disperse them in Israel." Genesis 49 verse 7. Yet what seemed a curse would, in time, become a profound blessing. Centuries later, Levi's descendants would be set apart as the priestly tribe of Israel. When the Israelites sinned by worshipping the golden calf at Mount Sinai, it was the Levites who rallied to Moses' call, standing with zeal for the Lord. Exodus 32 verses 26 to 29. Their loyalty earned them a unique role in the service of God. They were entrusted with the care of the tabernacle, the teaching of the law, and the sacred duties of worship. Though they were scattered throughout Israel, as Jacob had foretold, their dispersion allowed them to be a spiritual influence across the nation. Levi's story is one of transformation, a fiery and impetuous man whose descendants would be refined for holy service. His legacy reminds us that God can take the raw materials of human passion and zeal and shape them for his purposes. From Levi came not only a tribe but a calling, a testament to the redemptive power of God's plan. As we reflect on Levi's life, we see a man of great intensity, a defender of his family's honor, and the progenitor of a tribe that would stand between God and his people. Levi's story, with its complexities and contradictions, is a vivid reminder that even flawed individuals can play a vital role in the unfolding of God's covenant.